Guys, it's me. I'm back.
What's up, party people? We're like, Mads, come on.
All right, this show is taking a turn for the.
Oh.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Monster Bass Live. I'm your host today. Oh, I'm really your host every day, but today I'm the host and the producer, and somehow we've managed to start the show relatively on time and without a lot of technical difficulties. So I'm kind of proud of myself because I had to do this whole thing by myself. Now, clearly I'm doing something wrong because it says there's only 22 people online, which clearly means either last week's disaster made everybody leave and decide not to come back, that they'll never get that hour and a half back, or I've set it up wrong. But either way, I got a great show for you today. We've got Jeremy Hickman on, the best angler in the Hickman family. And we've got Marty Lawson coming on. He's going to give us an update on Monster Bass Cares and what we're doing. We might even bring in Rafi too. In fact, we'll probably bring him on at some point. We're going to go through some golden tickets today and hopefully clean out my garage. Yes, I see all the DMs that you guys are sending me on my phone. I know my background looks like I'm in a minimum penitentiary prison. I kind of am, but we're in the process. It's just about done. And by done, I mean, I'm done burning all the iPhone boxes and Apple product boxes that my kid's been hoarding in the back house that really prevents me from having an office like a CEO should. Instead, I have something that if, I had a podcast as a hobby in prison, this is what my podcast studio would look like. It's really not that good. I'm not really sure what that says about me, but I guess it means I don't need nice things to feel good about myself, or at least that's what my therapist says. Actually, I stopped going to therapy. I'm only kidding. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this month's box. Now, I know that I put out the video a little late this month, and I did so intentionally because I'm kind of torn, and I'd love to know in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys think, right? Because on one hand, I can put it out on the first of the month and tell you guys what's coming in some of the boxes, right? Because there's multiple versions every month. But then I get mail and people telling me that they don't like the fact that I'm ruining the surprise. So comment down below or comment in the chat and let me know. If you like me dropping the video at the beginning of the month, give me the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button for me, or the like button, whatever you want to call it. I call it the morale booster, because anytime we get more than 6 likes, I feel good about it. And lately we've been getting 7 and 8, so that's pretty good. But yeah, comment in the chat. Let me know. Do you want to see me drop the unboxing video at the beginning of the month, or should I wait until the middle of the month so I don't ruin the surprise, or should I just caveat the crap out of it and just be like, look, if you don't want to know what's coming in the box, just don't watch it. Let me know, because I'd love to know. I got 2 of the same Banger 110 in mine. Like in the same box, or did you get it like a different box last month? Because I know like the multi-species box last month had the Bruiser Bait Banger 110, and then this month the Platinum box. That's why I tell people, like, get one box and stick to it, because you're going to get duplicates if you're constantly switching between multi-species, gold, silver, platinum, because, just because it's in the platinum doesn't mean it's in the silver box. I try to give you guys, I try to mix it up a little bit. So let me know. All right, so let's do this. Let's bring in Rafi and see how he's doing. What's going on, Rafi?
I'm doing great. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just messing with me.
No. I can hear you.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a delay, but I think we're good, and I think we're doing great without Fix, who's in the comments right now, and I hope he hears
Ugh.
us.
Yeah, I called him. We had a little bit of a problem, and just like my son, my IT director. You see how I almost said that? Our son.
Yeah.
We're the new it gay couple.
You almost let the cat out of the bag.
Right.
Now I can finally be proud of our son for being getting accepted at USC. It feels good.
Yeah, all that means is you've got to chip in half then.
Yeah. Ooh, your son.
Okay. Yeah, just like my son, the IT director, I called Fix and said, I got a problem. I'm not showing up on the camera. You know what he said? What do you think he said?
I don't know. Off on, hit restart.
Yeah, restart it. Restart it, Fix. That's why you're no longer our podcast producer. I needed solutions.
You know, I have it on good authority that 99% of all problems that are tech related, it's either Googling or turning it off and turning it back on.
Yeah.
The new background looks nice though. I like it.
You like it? It's
No, not the rustic background in your office.
The background, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So I think we should bring in Marty the party and let's see how this program of you guys got running is going.
Yeah, and by the I know I say this every time I'm on, but like the kids, the two older kids anyway, are gone, right? We dropped them off at for 4 weeks of sleepaway camp. So I could probably like sneak into the studio every week that you're doing live. I could just pop in if you're into it because I like it.
Yeah. I think you should be on the show all the time.
All right. Well, I'm starting that.
All right, great.
I'll tell Jeremy that he's bumped to next week.
All right, let's see how he feels about that. But all right, so let's not wait any longer. Let's bring in Marty the party and see what's going on here.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, Marty?
Hey, Rafi, Rick. Hey, so yeah, MonsterBass cares. The one critical item I got to mention is Rick, your lives, you're getting better at this, but I don't see the MonsterBass cares Venmo code up. Don't know what's going on with that. Need some help.
I mean, here's the challenge, Marty. How do I make a QR code? How do I make a QR code that someone on their phone can watch? Because when I look at the analytics, the majority of the people are watching this on their phone. So what are they going to do? Take a screenshot? Right? So maybe I just need to have the MonsterBass Cares logo with maybe monsterbass.com/care. And you go there and there's all the information about the program. We just have it on the thing.
Yeah, we could do that. Either that or just develop an app for the phone for MonsterBass. You could do that.
Sure, I could do that.
Didn't we release that 2 months ago?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Or Marty, we can get together some photos and we can put MonsterBass Cares on the website because we'll have photo references and we can send out an email blast letting everyone know that it's official.
Yeah. I just sent you 2 pictures on Slack.
Nice.
So yeah, we got them from. So the first one we did was at Talking Rock Outpost in I think that was in Georgia, and that's they held that event to raise money for PTSD and suicide awareness in vets. They had a real good turnout. I got some pictures back from them. Actually, they posted it on there. It's a TRO tournament. They have a Facebook page. They actually had the pictures on their Facebook page and acknowledged that MonsterBass supported them. So that was pretty cool. We did that one. That was the first one we did. So that was our maiden voyage, and that was held in March 18th and 19th. So that one was in Georgia. And then we did the second one was the Fallen Outdoors. That was May 6th, Lake Monroe in Indiana. And if I tell you what, we need to have some more discussions, the three of us, about this, the fallenoutdoors.org. They have, it's broken up into regions. They also team up with MLF. So I'm thinking you're teaming up with MLF. They team up with MLF. Maybe we can get in there and do some stuff with this, the fallenoutdoors.org. It's a great organization. They hold a lot of tournaments to get the veterans out there and folks with disabilities. So that's a great thing. We supported them. And then this next one is coming up this weekend, and it's at Henry Hagg Lake near Forest Grove, Oregon. And that's takeasoldierfishing.org. So far between these three tournaments, we have sent out 25 boxes free of charge to those organizations. And the best thing is, you know, they can give them out as part of their prize packages. And I said, hey, if you want to raffle these off to make more money for your organization, whatever they want to do with it. So, you know, I'm gonna solicit the group right here. Please, if you know an organization that's doing a tournament that would like some support, send an email send it to me, or you can send it to MONSTERBASS. What one is it?
You can send it to me. Send it right to me, Rafi at monsterbass.com.
Okay, there you go. I mean, I can give up my email. I don't care. It's martylawson1982@gmail. So if you have,
you might as well get a new email address.
That was the year he was born.
I don't care. I'm good at deleting spam. So, but yeah, we're moving right along on this, and you know, we keep getting donations. It's working out pretty good, and I'm still looking for more organizations to support, and that's where we're at right now. So, the next one I'm going to support, it looks like, is going to be Fishing in the Dark. It's these two veterans that run this whole thing, and they do not necessarily tournaments, but what they do is they go around and they go to different areas and they solicit help from bass fishermen, and they actually get the vets that are, you know, going through PTSD and having issues, thus the title Fishing in the Dark.
Sure.
And they get these guys out on the boats, and it's counseling. It really is. And you know, everyone that fishes, I mean, you know, a bad day on the water is better than a good day at work, right? And I think fishing is a recreation that helps you across the board. You might not have any issues, but you can go out and go fishing, sit in a boat, sit on the shore, and you're just alone with your thoughts. You're in nature, and it's just refreshing. So, you know, anything we can do to help our veterans and first responders, I want to keep this going. I want to keep this rolling. And donations from folks is really, really helping. I believe it's on the Facebook, Monster Bass Nation. I know our QR code is on there a couple of times. So if you subscribe to that Facebook page, you know, scroll down through there, find that Venmo code. I don't care if it's $2. I don't care if it's $5,000. Whatever you want to send, it's going to go towards supporting the vets. So that's where I'm at. What do you guys think?
I love that. Maybe what we should also do is we should have I should donate some stuff, and we'll do an auction, and then we'll just put all the money back right into Monster Bass Carries. I won't even take a penny.
Yeah, that'd be. Oh, can you hear me? There you go. Yeah, that'd be awesome. You know, I might actually look at purchasing a couple extra boxes myself, and you know, getting together with my local folks that are at some of their tournaments. They've already invited me. There you go. Snap a picture of that, everyone. Some of these local tournaments that we have here, they've invited me to come over and talk it up and things like that. So I think I'm going to purchase a couple extra boxes, Rick, for myself, and take them out there and maybe hold a raffle or something like that, where it's all going to be all the money is going to go right back into Monster Bass Cares, and so that everyone knows it is a completely separate account. It's essentially. Rick and Rafi and myself are hands off. It's just this account that we can draw from. So, and I think if anyone has any issues with that, they can ask Rafi and say, hey, how much money is in the account? There you go. Look at that.
I don't think he'll know,
That's
but
awesome.
Ralphie will know.
Yeah, Ralphie knows for sure.
Ralphie will know.
Yeah. Hey, let's take we got a caller, and they may have a specific question. So let's just see if I've done this right.
I got my notebook.
Okay. Go ahead, caller. This is no. Oh, he's gone. We're gonna call him back right now.
Go ahead.
But something's wrong because I don't hear anything in my ear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear. Hello.
Oh,
hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty good.
what can we do for you tonight?
I was just wondering when you call the numbers.
The golden ticket numbers.
Or the phone numbers.
Yeah, are you asking about the golden tickets?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna call them throughout the show today, but hey, I'll call one right now if that'll make you happy.
That would make me happy. Yeah.
That would. Which? Hold on. Let me grab the numbers. Can you guys hear him?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. No, you're good.
All right, caller. What's your name?
My name is Kyle St. Ives.
Say it again.
Kyle St. Ives.
Kyle, let me ask you a question, buddy. Can you hear these guys?
Mhm. Yes, I can.
Okay, so you can hear everybody for whatever reason.
Cool.
Great.
You're doing great, Rick.
Yeah, thanks. All right, So it's June 15th. You want some numbers? What are the first two numbers in your on your card?
There's two. I only see one. It's MB63785.
I only tell me in the other card. Only tell me the first two numbers.
Well, what do you mean first two numbers? Oh, okay. 6378.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. And that was your only question for right now?
Yep.
All right, buddy. I'll tell you what. Thanks for calling in. I am going to call out two numbers right now, and hopefully I call one of yours.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. All right. So for Kyle, I already forgot what number his was. 63. Can't remember what he said. All right. Here's two numbers. Hopefully that's yours. So the first two numbers tonight, when I get to it, yeah, I feel like I gotta edit these so that I can get to them. All right, hold on. We're gonna get rid of June 1st. We're only gonna show these. Great. There it is. There's your numbers. 16784 and 6375. If that's your number, email me at marketing@monsterbass.com. I'm probably going to have to start giving out mine because that means now I got to check marketing@monsterbass.com's email. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's on that.
Yeah. I can see it now, Rafi.
You actually see me realize I'm about to get fired on the live. I'm like,
I can see it now. In 3 weeks, someone's going to call me like, you guys are you know, I've written in 10 times. You guys never get back to me, and I'm gonna go be like, oh, I'll show them, and then I'll realize no one's been checking that email address.
Yeah, that one fell through the cracks. And for as many times as I've like suggested that somebody email us there. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Let's I think we're good on Monster Bass Cares. Thank you for the update, Marty. Thank you for all that you do. And
no problem.
let's figure out we should plan something with Smallmouth Crush and do an auction, because he seems to do them pretty well. And I'll supply all the stuff, and we'll try and sell lots of stuff and see if we can't make some money for Monster Bass Cares.
Cool. That's great. And like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and purchase a couple boxes.
All right. Well, before you start spending all your money.
Right. That's T-Rex's job in the company.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Hey, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
All right, man. Thanks for jumping on. All right. Yeah.
Man, we gave that guy a ton of responsibility and zero support. That's all on me.
I don't know if I can let you take the credit for dropping the ball. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. All right. So we've taken care of Marty. He's not there. All right. So you want to stay on and when we bring on Jeremy?
Yeah, I've spoken to Jeremy once. I gotta tell you, like, I love the guy.
What's not to like? All right. So let's give a big warm welcome to our guest today. He has given to this country. He is given to the fish. And in the process, he's transformed his life through fishing. So let's give a big warm welcome to Jeremy Hickman. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up, Rick, Rafi, Monster Bass Nation?
Yeah. I got to tell you, the greatest thumbnail for a Monster Bass Live ever is held by you. The picture of you smoking the cigarette, it's gangster. It's like so neat. Old school, like 1980.
Couldn't be bothered.
Yeah. Yeah. It was amazing. It was
pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's not even a distant second.
So yeah, I'm giving you the big spotlight now. So
okay, cool.
So you we got connected through your brother, Gramps, and we started talking, and you shared your story with me, and I think it's a compelling story that I'd love to. I know you've told it before, but you were kind enough, before this was, when we first started talking, this wasn't something that you would have jumped on to a live stream to do, right?
Absolutely not. This has been a project over the last year and a half. I mean, just to get me on a live stream, it's not something I ever thought I'd be doing.
All right. So you're a veteran.
Yeah.
And what branch of the military were you in?
Army.
And where were you stationed?
Yuma Proving Grounds, out in the Yuma Desert.
Where's that for people that weren't over there?
Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah.
And during your time, you spent how long did you spend?
Total of 2.5 years.
2.5 years. And and what took place in those 2.5 years that led you down this path?
Well, when I went for training for my second MOS, which I went from being a computer programmer analyst to a military police officer. And I was sent to Fort McClellan. And while I was there, I got sick. And come to find out years later, it was the chemical exposure at Fort McClellan that was causing me and a lot of veterans to suffer very specific illnesses that it was kind of mind-boggling at the time. So that's kind of where it all started and where my life kind of started going downhill.
And as a result of that, you just didn't you just secluded yourself and like really took yourself out of life.
It basically fast forward, I had a surgery at the VA for repair on my arm, and the surgeon opened me up, realized he didn't have the skills to do the surgery, sewed me back up, and then told everyone the surgery was a success. So I went through 9 months where I couldn't feel I had no feeling or use of my right arm. That kind of snowballed to where I felt like I was a burden on my family, and I luckily I ended up on a psych ward for suicidal issues. From there, I was sent to the VA domiciliary in Indianapolis, which is normally a 6-month program. And I really have to say thank you to the staff at the VA Dom in Indy, because it took them 13 months to keep me alive long enough to find value and purpose again in life. But the cool thing is, while I was there, an organization called Heroes on the Water came and took a group of guys from the Dom out on kayaks and took them fishing. It actually happened 2 weeks after I got there, and I wasn't stable enough to be able to leave. So I missed out on that opportunity. But what it did for me was the guys came back so excited about fishing and being out in nature. One of them remembered, hey, Jeremy knows how to fish. So a group of them came to me and they were like, hey, can you show us, some things and maybe teach us a little bit? And so we found a spot. I took, I think there was 4 other guys, 5 including me. I took one of my rods that I had in my beat up van and I handed it to a guy with a spinner bait. He'd never fished a day in his life. And his first fish was 6.5 pounds. At the same time, I'm helping him drag this monster fish in. His buddy down the way, who I had put a walking bait on his, catches an 8 1/4.
Stop it.
And I'm like, we're in Indiana. How on earth is this happening? It turns out it was a small retention pond full of shad off of Fall Creek. And those fish just grew big because they had a lot of food. But the look and the expression and the joy that they got from that, they're just like me. They'd given up on life and they felt again. So I actually started the healing when that happened, because I realized I've always known since I was a little kid that fishing was going to hold an important place in my life. I just didn't realize how. While I was at the Dom, I was diagnosed with severe panic disorder. They lump PTSD in with that, but at my level of anxiety, my body actually shuts down with no control. I don't have that fight or flight. I just freeze up, and it takes a tremendous toll as I'm going through a panic attack, because what it feels like is you're just having a full-blown heart attack. And then it stops. And through therapy and a lot of hard work, that has led me back into fishing with the support of my brother JT. It renewed or gave me a thing to focus on that would be healthy, but also would allow me to kind of live life, which I didn't think was possible, which is why I ended up where I was. Fast forward to that. I mean, here I am on Monster Bass Live. I know the room's full of people that have been with me and support me. I actually had a panic attack as soon as I confirmed I'd be on here because my mind instantly said, no, you can't do this. And what I kept thinking is, it's all of the knuckleheads out there, all of the fam damly on Fishing with Gramps, all the people I've met through Monster Bass, they've all been there to support me, and I have no fear now. I literally know that everybody that knows, they support me in what I'm doing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we all do. And, you know, we're all in this together, and you know, you're not alone. And I think that the more this story is told, you know, it's going to touch the lives of more people, because there's a lot of people, I'm sure there's people listening to this show today that, you know, suffer from the same thing. And, you know, it's proof that you stick through it, you can really get through anything. And fishing has become such a healing activity for so many people. And I think it's just exposing them to it and getting them involved and making it easily accessible, so that people that are facing the same challenges as you were, you know, have this outlet available.
Right. The therapeutic value of being on the water, for me, it's avoiding a crowd. The kayak allows me to go places even away from other fishermen. For me, it's not all about the fishing, it's being on the water, the experiencing nature, hanging out with my buddy Matt, OEF5, getting to meet people like Ralph, Mr. Army Outdoors. There's so many people that I've met through this that I have to realize, you know, I'm doing it in my time and in the way I need to do things. But for a guy who couldn't even drive to the lake to go fishing, and now I go to the lake because my therapist says, I need you to do this, 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 and this. And now she's trying to increase it with maybe some overnight camping, just anything that will get me in nature, because they see how vastly improved I've become through this kind of therapy. So for me, I want to encourage anybody who's going through this or anything like this, try to go fishing, enjoy nature, see how it does for you. If not, go bowling, go play basketball, there hiking. There are so many things that the VA focuses on for recreational therapy, that something in there will help anybody if they just find the right passion.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rafi.
I just wanted to tell you that, like, just your story and I'm moved to my core by the person that you are. I really am. And I certainly understand the value that fishing holds in so many people's lives. I appreciate you coming on to share what it did for you. But just as men, if I could generalize for a minute, it's like growing up, you're told to walk it off. You know, growing up, you're told to stop crying. Growing up, you're told that showing feelings or emotion is weakness, and it's our responsibility to be stoic. And the more I learn about PTSD, and the more I learn about the effects of combat and the psychological effects, the scarier it is, because of the temptation to retreat into solitude and to retreat into silence. And I think that if more people had the courage that you do, to step forward and to say, hey, this is who I am, and this is what I'm experiencing, and I am finding a path through it. Like, to me, that's true strength. And to me, if there were more people that had the guts that you do, I think that we would be able to really get on top of this in a much more effective way than we have. Because I think that, like, as men and as human beings, we've been conditioned to hide and to push any type of vulnerability away. And I cannot even begin to tell you just how moved I am and how impressed I am. So thank you for being on here. Thank you for pushing through the panic attack that you just described, and sharing your story with all of us, and just giving whoever is watching just a lifeline, just the opportunity to be seen and to know that they're not alone. I think it's just amazing.
If I can just help one person by telling my story, it's worth it. And I've always been such a quiet person. JT says it best, I'm the hammer, he's the voice. And that's what makes Two Brothers Outdoors. That's what makes it work. I may not be the best spoken or the most eloquent person in the world, but he got that from our grandfather along with his love for fishing. So we work well together, and through his encouragement, it's helped me get where I am. So having a brother that's also my biggest sponsor, that means the world to me. It gave me the opportunity to do this because I am on a military pension, very small. So I live within my means, but through him and the success that his channel, he has paid that forward by helping equip me with the tools I need to be competitive with, for everything I deal with. It still allows me to compete, which I love doing.
Yeah, and meanwhile, your super supportive brother is in the chat telling everyone randomly how much he likes tacos.
Yeah, JT.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. We had a call. We had somebody from Florida on the line. I was about to go bring him on, and he just dropped. So if you're still there, call back in. We'll get you right on. Yeah, thank you for sharing your story. And it's unfortunate that this happens, and it happens frequently. And it's unfortunate when these stories don't get told. And so thank you for shedding light on this and sharing it with our audience. Let's talk a little bit about the fishing. So you've been fishing in a tournament lately.
I have been fishing in the KBF monthly tournaments. At the start of the year, I had made a commitment to myself and to Monster Bass that I was going to fish exclusively with Monster Bass baits, the products that come in the boxes or what you carry on the website. And it's worked out very well for me. I'm at the point this month where I'm looking for big fish, and that's where my focus is. However, I did have to modify things just slightly. So I found out from my doctor that there may be a third surgery in my forecast to hopefully eliminate some problems with my arm.
Okay.
So in conjunction with my bait challenge, I also have decided to try to earn enough points to be able to cash a check at the KBF Challenge Series National Championship. And I'm well on my way to earning the points I need. I figure a top 5 finish every month would allow me to be in a position where I at least have a chance to compete. So last month I tied for 4th, but ended up in 5th because the big bass, whoever has the biggest bass. And I'm currently sitting in 2nd here in Indiana. So we'll see how things shape up the rest of the month.
It's amazing. That's amazing.
But now you're gonna ask me what am I throwing, Rick?
Yeah, go ahead. You gonna tell me?
Yeah, so I actually just figured this out today. My 2 PBs for Indiana, my largest smallmouth ever, and the largest bass that I've measured on a catch board in Indiana were both caught using soft plastics, but on monster bass hook and a monster bass weight, which is crucial. So those 2 fish, we'll set them aside for a minute.
Okay.
Because I'm looking for big fish, right?
Okay.
Your box this month was really good. First thing I pulled out of it, I opened the box on the lake with JT, and after a little bit of tuning, I have that buzz bait that you put in the box. Now, I want everybody to know when they get this, because of the wire, you will have to tune it so that it barely clicks the head. But if you take it out of the box, tie it on, throw it out there, and it doesn't run right, just adjust it right at the bend here, and you can get it to run perfectly. And then on the back of that, so I always run a double trailer or a trailer, and I put that big bite bait on there.
Sure.
Working great. So that's the first. And I started throwing this bait along with 2 others. This one happens to be the Arc walking bait. Okay, so I have 3 that I carry with me. I have the Ragnar. I also have that Strike King Sexy Dog. And I'll make 15 to 20 casts with each bait until I figure out what mood they're in. And that's the one I'm going to go. Some days it's the Ragnar. Other days it's the Sexy Dog. And then the Arc has been money for the last week or so. Now, for my brother, JT, this is called a frog. And if you run it like this, the bass come up and eat it. It's tasty. You know all those pictures, bro, that I keep sending you with frogs in their mouth? That's why.
What kind of frog is that?
That is the Z-Man frog that came in the box. I don't remember which month.
Yeah, it's got a unique shape to the belly. It kind of looks like I feel like it kind of looks like a rowboat.
It does walk the dog very, very well. Using a loop knot gives it that freedom to swing side to side and pause it and twitch it, or you can work it fast. I've just been varying different speeds. The only thing, I wish I had a black one, because black and white are the only 2 types of frogs you need. And then this is the one that I cannot wait, because it's finally time, and I'm going to catch one of the biggest fish. I just know it. What could it possibly be?
Oh, the beetle.
Rick, you will see this, and of course, I got that on my lunker stick.
Okay. So you're a believer in this beetle.
That and the spider. I know people want to joke about it. I do realize the spider's not going to hold up, over a couple hundred bass, but nobody else is going to be throwing it. And I pride myself on throwing baits the fish aren't seeing. I don't throw a lot of chatterbaits, even though I'm trying to fall in love with it. It's just I don't catch fish on it. Wacky rig, I don't fish a wacky rig because everybody else out there on the lake, if you got 30 guys throwing a wacky rig and I'm throwing a Texas rig, I'm going to catch more fish.
You're
I knew that would get his attention.
That's
Yeah, it's
amazing.
just, it's all about confidence. He has baits that he can sit right next to me and just catch the heck out of them. And I'm like, bro, what's the cadence? What you doing? I don't know. I'm just reeling. And I'm like, okay, when I throw my Texas rig setup, it is very precise. And I tell people, if you do this, you will catch this. Nobody seems to want to take the time to do it, so it leaves all those fish for me.
Love it. You fish a lot of spinner baits?
I'm going to, because I'm really intrigued with the new spinner baits you came out with. I think they are going to be serious money.
I'm going to go get them, and we're going to pick some out, and I'm going to send them to you. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, I'll be fishing them.
Okay.
But Jeremy, you just believe in the spider, or you actually like getting hits on the spider?
No, it catches fish. I fish a lot of grass lakes, so I'm limited at times when the grass really gets up what I can throw. I've been known to throw a little duck because me and OEF5 were on the lake last year and we saw a 8 to 10 pound fish trying to eat a a baby duck. So I was like, if
I
that's
think
what it's eating, I'm going to throw it.
I think that any body of water where bass are hitting a spider that big, I don't want to be near that body of water.
They're not hitting it because it looks like a spider. They're literally hitting it because it's moving and they don't know what the heck it is, so it makes them angry.
Fair enough. It's a similar story to how I met my wife.
Yep, there you go.
All right, Jeremy, what patterns do you like to throw when you're throwing a spinnerbait?
Shad patterns, predominantly. I do like the willow with the Colorado. One of the lakes that I fish a lot never gets clear, and so I like anything with a silver flash, enough thump that they can pick up on it. But when they get close enough, it like during a shad spawn, I'll be throwing something of that nature almost exclusively.
All right, so you want silver. Let me see what I can find here.
Well, silver or gold works because there's different conditions. The gold is better when it's cloudy. I get more strikes on cloudy days with a gold blade.
All right, so pull this out. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this.
Why don't you switch up the cameras?
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. See, you're really good at this, Rafi.
Thanks. Turns out I didn't tell Fix a shaved monkey could do his job.
Fair enough. All right. Let me see if I can.
No, I can see that. That's perfect for what I would use it for.
So
yeah, that will go right on a rod if you send me that.
All right, and you want the Colorado. So we're making a willow with a Colorado. We're making a full blown Colorado, and then we have double willow.
The double willow will be really good through the shad spawn, and in clear water. with the Colorado blades, it just gives a little more thump. So in that stained water, they find it easier.
Okay. All right. So we're going to send, as soon as I've got my pictures done, which I believe they came back today, I'm going to send you. All right. So you want that one. What other patterns you like?
Bluegill patterns. I have one lake that is the main forage. There's no threadfin, no gizzard shad. So I've really had to adapt, and that's why I like the crankbaits. I can get the right profile and the colors there. So yeah, anything bluegill.
Let's see about this one. All right. Tell me about, let's see if this will work. Is that it?
That looks cool as heck. I like that a lot.
Okay. It's the only one. It has one blade. The small willow has sparkle on it. It's the only one in the series that has it. But I can send you a double willow in this, or I could send you the Colorado.
Actually, send me the double willow in that. I'd like that. There again, it's going to be something different that people aren't going to have, and that's an advantage.
Okay. I'm going to give you this one too then. All right, great.
And then I'll give you some good, honest feedback at the end of the year and let you know how many fish I caught on them.
I love this. I love this. Now, Jeremy, do you have an iPhone or an Android?
I have an Android.
Okay. Curious. All right. What? Let's take a call because we got someone that's waiting 13 minutes, and I think he's a little anxious. So, hello.
Hello.
Is that your sexy voice?
How are you guys doing today? Oh, no, you want my sexy voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is T.
No, the other one was better.
How are you doing?
And
no, it's working.
Well, first, I want to say, Jeremy, I want to thank you for your service and everything you've gone through. My dedication to you, brother, is if you ever need somebody to talk to, you reach out. My real name is Thomas Haynes. You can find me under Thomas Haynes. You can find me under T-Rex. If you ever need anything, you reach out, brother. I'll be there for you.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to have to go fishing one of these.
I go to any of the veterans in our group.
You're a good man, T-Rex.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
For all of those who couldn't hear because Rick wasn't speaking into the mic.
For Jeremy, my question is, I want to know who fishes the frog better, you or your brother?
Oh, it has to be me because he won't fish a frog. He did the frog challenge, sent him all the way to Ohio. He sent every frog to a guy named Sly Fox Fishing.
Didn't he get one though?
He caught one and he was done. He got it with Chad Hoover down on on Hero Lake. And as soon as he did, that was the last time. Now, I take that back. He did say something the other day about fishing a frog, but I really don't know if he was being serious. He might end up fishing it, but I catch way more fish on a frog than he does.
I catch more fish on a frog than he does.
Oh yeah, I love the top water bite. That's why right now everything I got's pretty much top water because the top water bite's on. I've had it going all day long. You know, when other people are out there throwing bottom baits or crank baits, I'm still throwing top waters and catching them. So if I can do that every day, all day, I'm good with it.
So what you're telling me is if your brother pays you, you could teach him how to fish with a frog a little better?
If I even bring up frog, he tries to throw me out of the vehicle. So I probably won't be mentioning a frog. He gets enough pictures sent to him of bass that happen to have frogs in their mouth. My phone is full of pictures like that for him.
Yeah, you should share his email for everyone listening that has one of those photos.
Oh my God.
He
To turn it into a thing.
Yeah, well, he does get a lot of pictures. Even Chad Hoover sent him a picture in our little private chat of a fish with a frog in its mouth. So, yeah, I don't think he'll ever live that one down, but it's been a fun ride for him.
Nice.
What's going on? T-Rex?
Oh, not much. Just back to work, staying busy, getting ready for the next tournament.
How'd that tournament go? You crushed that first day.
Well, first day was phenomenal. Second day, I fell back a little bit, but I was still in the money. And then day 3, we took off out onto the water, started fishing. The pro was messing with his trolling motor. Next thing I know, I smell something burning. Next thing I know, we're getting towed back. And then they wouldn't even let me weigh in the 4-pounder that I caught. I'm just like, they said, well, we can't weigh in until 2 o'clock. And I'm like, well, it's 8 a.m. I'm off the water already. So, silver lining, 150 people fishing. I fell all the way back to 100th place, but I only weighed in fish 2 days. So there was 50 people that did worse than I did. So you got to have some type of silver lining.
Yeah. Usually the silver lining is how much money you take the casino for.
Yeah. But, it is what it is. It wasn't nothing I could do. I feel bad for the pro because he was having a problem, I guess, with his trolling motor and stuff, and they had worked on it all night, and whoever fixed it for him hooked it up backwards because I talked to him on Sunday, and it ended up frying all his wire in the boat for trolling motor, drafts, engine, aerator, everything. So
I gotta tell you, you are an excellent stick. You have the worst luck with pros.
Totally, right?
Nah, I'm just a regular old fisherman. Just
regular old
trying to have some fun and learn from.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 52.
I didn't ask how old you were.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Well,
and he has a bowel movement every day, so I mean, he's not lying.
Yeah.
What are you two? Are you and Rafi on the phone comparing notes?
Yep.
Don't we always?
I call him whenever I'm visiting the Oval Office.
Yeah.
I got Rafi on speed dial.
I believe you. I believe you. He spends most of the day in the bathroom.
That's true.
No? That's why we get along so well.
Yep. Yeah. My rule is it's time to get up when your legs fall asleep.
Oh my God.
So the next tournament is going to be in September, and it'll be out of Catherine's Landing at Lake Mojave. And that's the bigger tournament of the year. They're expecting 200 boats for that one.
A lot.
So,
well, that's a big
yeah. Yeah, it makes things interesting at the launch.
Mm.
Wow.
You got 200 boats trying to back up and drop off a boat. It makes it interesting.
Fair enough. I would know. I don't have a boat.
You need a kayak, Rick.
That's not true.
I do need a kayak.
You can borrow mine if you need.
Kayak thing. I'm totally down with a kayak idea. I think that a kayak would be so cool. Like, but you'd have to trick it out, right? Like, I want the little trolling motor. I'm not paddling unless there's, everything falls apart. But I think being able to go places you can't go into with a boat would be so cool. I think it'd be so cool.
You need a pedal. That way you get your fisher sizing in and you can maneuver better.
Yeah.
The trolling motor, that's like being on a little sailboat. I don't know. I won't go into that, but I prefer a pedal drive right now. So, the exercise I get, and yeah, so I could totally see you in like a Hobie or Old Town, one of the nice, big, beautiful kayaks, go wherever you want to go.
Yeah. Rafi, maybe we need to get kayaks.
I mean, it seems like everyone's getting kayaks, right? Wasn't Mikey
I want to
last
see
week
you and
talking
Rafi
about it?
in a kayak. And over the shoulder fishing wants to see Rick and Mikey Balls making videos in a kayak.
Okay.
I'd
Yeah,
like to see that
Same
myself.
kayak,
yeah.
tandem kayak. What are those called? The divorce boats?
The divorce boats.
So coming soon to Monster Bass. You guys gonna be in a kayak? I love it.
I'm down.
All right.
But Rick, my relationship was struggling, right? So I don't need a trolling motor.
I don't think you have it anymore.
No, I appreciate that
story.
And then I'll come out to the California Delta and we'll go fish out there.
That's a great idea.
Well, whenever you want to come out to the Delta, you let me know. I'll take some time off work and I'll take you out.
Boy, that sounds good. It's definitely a place I intend to come to soon.
The Delta's fun. I just came back from Clear Lake. Clear Lake is amazing.
Well, clear being in the name, and I know it is a clear lake. I'm learning to fish clear lakes better. So yeah, that would be an opportunity to learn, So I would not be opposed to either place.
God. Now do you get on a plane or you don't?
Oh, I can fly, but I don't mind driving. I mean, I took a trip to Oregon with my dad to go mine gemstones. So, which for people who don't know, I used to be a jeweler and now I'm not. So,
okay, hold on a second. When you say mine gemstones, like what are we talking about? Like
Oregon sunstones.
Okay, now everybody's Googling unless everyone knows about it but me. I don't know what an Oregon sunstone is, but I need to look it up now. Oregon sunstone jewelry.
All you gotta do is go watch some YouTube videos.
Oh,
They'll show you all that stuff: how to mine them, what they look like, where to find them,
how to cut them, how to polish them, how to design. Yeah, I mean, you can YouTube all that stuff. But
I would love to go to Australia and mine opal. I think that would be fun.
I actually have a friend from back in my days that has a opal mine. It's a Boulder opal mine, and yeah, he's offered to have me come over, but Australia has this thing about medications, and so I don't think they'd even let me in the country.
Really?
Yeah, because of the type of medications I have to take. They have certain restrictions on letting people in the country.
That's so weird to me.
Yeah, I thought Australia was just handing out medications at the airport, like duty free.
Right. I would totally go mine some opal and then cut it. Yeah, that would be awesome. But
that might be the weirdest sentence I think I've ever heard in my life. I would totally go and mine some opal and cut it, but I can't because Australia has these pesky drug laws.
That's funny. So what are you up to tonight, T-Rex?
All right, gentlemen. I got to work tonight.
Oh, all right. Well,
You know, that graveyard life, midnight to 9 a.m.
yeah, maybe do yourself a favor and stop at a gas station and throw some quarters in there before you go to work.
Or drink a Red Bull. You sound
No,
like you're
like
asleep.
if I hit a jackpot, then I got to wait for them to pay me out, and then I'll be late.
Are you?
I wouldn't do it when I get off of work.
Wait a minute. You're complaining about having to wait for the money? Come on.
Well, yeah, because then I'm late for work and I get rode up.
All right. Well, good
We
luck,
have a new system at work that we have to clock in and out, where before we just show up whenever, but somebody complains. You know how it goes.
Sure. Rafi has to clock in and out every day too.
Yeah, that's why I never have time to wait for my money.
Yeah, but Rafi's time clocks in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's the problem.
Oh my god.
All right.
All right,
Well,
man.
gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Jeremy, like I said, if you ever need something, you need to talk, anything, you let me know. If you have any questions, medical wise, I can ask my wife, who's a lead nurse practitioner in a psych ward. Anybody, and I go to anybody in our group, any military veteran. So, gentlemen, you guys have a great day. T-Rex is out.
All right. See you later,
Thanks,
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Later, T-Rex.
All right. We got another caller from I think Delaware. Let's bring him on. Hello. Hey, what's
Justin. Yeah, I got a question for Mr. Hickman.
Yeah.
So, my name's Justin. I'm always fishing like retention ponds and stuff. I just recently this year got a kayak, a paddle kayak, and I just started doing like lakes and stuff. Now it's a little bit intimidating, but oh well. Two-part question: how long do you give a spot when you hone in on a spot that you want to hit? How long do you give it? And two, same thing with technique. How long do you give your techniques before you switch to another technique?
That a really good question. So typically, I give a spot a good 30 minutes. And the reason I do that, being in a kayak, we have to pick apart every area. And so what I do to change it up is I change my technique from throwing soft plastics right into a walking bait to a frog. I don't fish a lot of offshore because I don't have the electronics for it. So right now what I do is I do it reverse, I guess, from what most people do. I start with a Texas rig worm because I can make that do everything that a crankbait would do, a spinnerbait, you name it. I understand how to make it trigger the same bites you would get with those. Then I go straight to top water. I will throw a walking bait in areas that most people don't like throwing it. I throw it in wood. I'll get it as close to a tree or next to the limbs, and walk it out, and then I'll follow it up with a frog, because if they're not hitting one of those three, then I probably can't get those fish to bite.
Okay. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Is this your first time
All
calling
right, guys. You have a good night.
Is this your first time
Yeah,
calling
it's my first time calling in. It's a little hard hearing the other guys. It's my first time calling in. I don't know if it's just me. I could hear you clear as day, but it's a little hard hearing the other guys. But I did catch what he was saying, and thank you for the time.
All right.
Hey, Rick, did you get my video about the little cornhole thing that the kids like?
The video of the cornhole?
I sent you on Facebook. We made little bean bags that we tied off on the MONSTERBASS your rods, and we were playing cornhole with them, and the kids loved them. And you said, "Hey, you needed ideas to have a viral video."
Oh yeah,
That's a great idea.
yeah. Do me a favor. Can you send me that video to rick@monsterbass.com?
Yeah, definitely would.
Casting cornhole, that's a great idea.
Bean bags to tie off, and we just pitch them into the hole. That's it.
I love that. Couldn't you do that with like
Yeah.
like a hollow body frog and just take the hooks off it?
Not grams.
Yeah, I imagine I can cut off the hooks. I got plenty of old frogs that I don't use anymore. That would be pretty sick, actually.
Okay. I love that idea.
But all right, guys, it's getting a little hard to hear. I think my reception is bad. Thank you for your time, Rick.
All right, man. Take care. Thank you.
And thanks for the knowledge, Mr. Hickman.
Anytime.
All right. See you later.
I'm here. All right, never mind.
All right. He's gone. So while we were talking with that person, I want you to know that your brother called in and then must have gotten nervous about talking to you live, and he hung up. So I don't know what he's up to, but
Well,
he totally left.
He's driving home from the lake because he went fishing today and I didn't.
Wow. Why didn't you go?
I needed a break. I caught 26 fish yesterday and
Wow.
lost 3 or 4. So I was a little tired.
That's a lot of fish.
Rafi, I want you to think about the times that you and I have gone fishing.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you just to think about the number 26.
I am, to me, in all the times that we've gone fishing combined, if I lost 3 or 4, I'd be hyped. It'd be the most action I've seen on a boat.
That's amazing. 26 fish.
Yeah, and me and JT actually filmed an episode of Two Brothers Outdoors on the same body of water where it was me, him, and my nephew. And JT's sitting on one side, I'm sitting on the other, and we're just slaying them on topwater, fish after fish. And then my nephew catches one, and it was like, that was more important than anything me and JT did because he got that fish. So, yeah, it's a pretty decent little body of water. I caught my 20 and a half out of there a couple weeks ago. So I'm
amazing.
Yeah, it's a new lake for me.
Nice. I wonder what your brother would say about this.
Gee, I don't know. What would he say?
I don't know.
Mr. Stupid Tube himself.
So I couldn't hear anything you guys were talking about because I literally drove through the only dead spot between home and the lake that I was fishing. So I literally just popped back into cell service when I heard the beep on the Monster Bass Live. But I heard people talking about stupid tubes, so now I know you've moved on to more intelligent things than talking about some stupid old frogs.
You know, he couldn't hear us just because he got the crunchy shell tacos this time.
Is it Taco
So,
Tuesday?
first of all, can you guys hear me okay? I'm driving home, but I want to make sure you can hear me okay. I've got enough cell signal.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay, perfect. So the reason why I'm calling in is I really wanted to spill some more beans on my brother over here. You're, shy guy. He mentioned that he was a jeweler. He kind of left the fact that so this guy, when he gets out of the Army, after not being able to continue his service any longer, never has worked for anybody else but himself. Mr. Woodworker creates all kinds of, he used to run a company called Hidden Within, created all kinds of cool pieces and sell stuff at markets and trade shows. And big gatherings and things like that. Mr. also was a goldsmith. So when he talks about, oh, he did jewelry, yeah, he created his own pieces. Again, hidden within. He would take a piece of something and find what was hidden within and pull it out, and ran several successful businesses over several years. Man, I hope I don't lose cell signal again. If I drop, I'll call back in. But yeah, Mr. Humble Pie over here has been a very successful businessman over several years. But this mishap at the VA with his surgery, it kind of ended all of that because he couldn't do a lot of the things that he used to do. And the fact that he went through some rough times and ended up in the VA dom. But what he is this very special talent. And what I mean by that is, he pulled a lot of creations out of wood, out of minerals, out of, other other stuff that he found to make and create new pieces. But one of the things that he found when he got out of the VA domiciliary was, they had them try painting. And I'm going to go, grab some paintbrushes and a canvas and, just kind of see what happens. And Jeremy, if you have that first painting that you ever did that you sent me and almost dropped me out of my chair onto the floor, I just took what I saw in my mind and put it on canvas, has got some skills and is a natural talent. And it's funny because there's parts of that flow through our family. My son Hunter is a very gifted artist. Jeremy is finding that he is, and of course his daughter is again a very special talent as well. But yeah, I mean, he can talk a lot about how he and I have done stuff together too. But he has made, he has basically lived his life based on what God's given him, and never complained. When times were good, times were good. When times were bad, he just put his head down and got through and did what he had to do. And dealing with his, neurological systems taking a beating, 20 some years ago, and taking a toll on his body later, the fact that he still is out living his life, still walking this earth with us and taking his message and sharing it out with everybody else. It just is, it's a breath of fresh air. And I'm really, truly blessed to have a brother like Jeremy. I really am.
Wow. I appreciate that, bro.
And hopefully I didn't lose you guys.
You didn't lose us.
No.
That was beautiful.
Okay.
Jeremy, does that mean you could make?
Yeah, he's a very special person to me. He knows that.
Does that mean you can make Rick and I matching gold teeth?
No, I don't.
Ah.
Could I? Yes. Would I? No.
Now, on your podcast, does your brother always let you talk this much, or does he take more of the spotlight?
No, he's pretty good. I don't have the gift of gab that he does. So for me, if I have something to say that I feel is worth saying, I'll say it. But typically, I'm a really quiet dude.
See, I need more of that. I just lead with my voice and then start to figure out what it is that I'm talking about later.
Oh, I wish I could do that.
Gramps, let's talk about your second favorite topic. Tacos. What kind of tacos you like?
These are just crunchy tacos, Supremes, nothing special. I'm on, I'm working on getting from 350 down to 200. And so, once a week or so, I'll let myself have a little something. So I grabbed, 2 or 3 crunchy tacos, and, that's my dinner, and I was happy and enjoying it on the way.
That's amazing.
But nothing special.
What are you down to now?
I started at 345, and I'm down to 287.
Oh,
5 or so pounds.
Dude, That's amazing.
So 55 over the last year, you know, and I'm just taking it slow and easy. I'm doing some DDP yoga. I'm just eating healthy. You know, I treat myself once or twice a week without care, and you know I don't go overboard. You know, it's not like I'm gonna go get 15 Popeyes, you know, hot spicy sandwiches, but you know I'll grab one here and there, and you know I figure if I eat better than I do worse most of the time, then I'm making the right decisions, and I'm slowly getting my own mobility and health back in check by doing the yoga. So between that and you know just being smart and eating healthier, it's just this long, slow road. I didn't put it all on in a day, and I won't take it off that way. So I'm just working on getting fit, healthier, so that Jeremy and I can do more adventures, go more places, meet all the people that we want to go fish and hang out with, and you know, enjoy our lives, and of course, be here for my grandbabies when they get older.
You must
That's
feel
amazing.
so much better.
A little bit more every day. Yep, 100%.
Yeah, I used to tell my dad all the time. I'd make him go. We'd go into the grocery store, and I'd tell him to pick up a 20-pound bag of potatoes, and then I'd tell him to walk around the store for 10 minutes, and then I'd tell him to put it down.
Yep.
And I'm like, wouldn't you feel better if you just lost, you know, a little bit of weight? Good for you. Good for you. That's some serious commitment. And did I hear you drop a wrestling reference? Are you doing Diamond Dallas Page yoga?
Oh, 100%. That is, I love that program. He offers a great discount for veterans. He actually has veterans that do live streams, that do some of the training sessions. It's pretty awesome. So, you know, he supports the military community. Of course, I support him for doing so. And, you know, he's helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
The first one that he's most famous for helping is an old paratrooper who had to walk with 2 crutches. And that dude is literally able to run now and do full handstands after barely being able to walk. So if you watch that story on YouTube and it doesn't hit you in the feels, you got no soul.
Yeah.
But yes, I love DDP and everything he does.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a really good dude. Smart guy too. I mean,
if you look at all the wrestlers he's helped,
yeah,
kind of recover their bodies after their careers were over, you know, that too it says a whole lot.
He's like the Jeremy Hickman of pro wrestling, just helping wrestlers.
Nice.
Oh goodness, I love that. I love it.
That good on you though, Graham.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
my dad is a long-time WWE. You know, we grew up watching Dick the Bruiser and the Iron Sheik, and you know all of them.
Yeah, rest in
Leaping
peace.
Lanny Poffo, Randy Savage. You know, just all of them.
Yeah,
I got drunk with the Iron Sheik at 5
Yep.
o'clock in the morning during a broadcast of the Howard Stern show, where like Crazy Cabby and Stuttering John were fighting each other, and I was like seated right next to him, and I knew he looked familiar, and I looked at his shoes, and I was like, "Oh, you're the Iron Sheik." And then he said, "Yeah," and he handed me a flask, and he said, "This is Sheik's medicine," and yeah, it was on.
I saw that guy do stand-up one time. Oh my god.
But my all-time, long-time favorite wrestler has always been Jerry the King Lawler.
True story. I walked into our current warehouse down in Memphis, Tennessee, and I walked in, and there's this guy. And I'm like, I look at him, and I'm thinking to myself, I swear to God, this guy would make a really good professional wrestler. He's got the body, the hair, everything. We turn the corner, and there's a cutout, a life-size cutout of him and Jerry the King Lawler. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, you used to be a professional wrestler? And he's like, yeah, you know, I wrestled in the, you know, one of the local tours in Memphis. But his uncle is Jerry the King Lawler. And he showed me videos of him him wrestling with like everybody. It was it was so
Wow.
cool. Yeah. So cool. Jerry the King Lawler. He was a funny guy, man.
Oh, yeah. All right, gents, I'm in the country again, and I'm about 5 minutes away from Grand, so good talking to you boys. Jeremy, I will see you tomorrow, brother.
Are we taking that trip?
Yeah, I got a text today, so I'll call you up later tonight.
All right, cool.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right,
Later,
thanks,
guys.
folks. Make sure you visit Monster Bass Nation and come hang out with us. Show us your fish pics. Bye, guys.
See you later, Graham.
Later, bro.
Later.
All right. Oh, we got someone else. You got time for another call?
I'm good.
All right. I mean, you don't have to be anywhere until wherever you're going tomorrow. So let's take this call. Hello.
Shalom, my uncle.
Shalom, my nephew. This
So
is
I'm just going to go ahead and start by piggybacking off of what the old man started on. For all those who don't know me, my name is John Michael Hickman. I'm the son of Gramps and the nephew of Jeremy. So
Well,
when we
hello.
talk about how
Or shalom.
awesome Jeremy is, we got to go deep back into the past. This man has been around my entire life. He has been the world's greatest uncle. And you can call it back to any of my earliest memories. He was there when I caught my first fish. Summer of 2014, when I was going into high school, when I came over and apprenticed for him in his jewelry making. Even in recent times, coming back from Florida in a horrible mindset and just coming over and just being able to chill with the man. Jeremy, you are truly the world's greatest uncle. And I just had to hop in after hearing the old man go by and just confirm that a little bit more.
well, you know I love you, bro.
I love you too, Uncle Jeremy.
So that's my nephew, guys. I mean,
That's really awesome. That's really awesome to hear. All I can think about is how shitty my uncles are and how I have no relationship with them. But I know that's my thing.
I think I'm losing you guys a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you.
Yeah, we got you.
But yeah, no, I just had to hop in here and just continue that little hype train for Jeremy here.
Well, appreciate
you know,
So I'll let you folks get back to this.
How's that all feel for you, Jeremy? Hearing how so many people think so highly of you.
It helps me get through. John Michael, he's also a disabled veteran. You know, so he understands a lot of what I deal with, and so, you know, it really makes me feel good and feel like I've done something right, because, you know, a lot of times you never know what impact you have on people, and when I really needed to know I was helping people out, they let me know how much it meant to them, and so that makes me feel really good.
Good. And you believe it, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I know why he feels the way he does, and it's just part of me being me that he likes. So
good enough reason to
Yeah.
enough reason to want to live.
Yeah. What's not to like? Seriously.
yeah, it's cool. You know, it's doing things different now, and that feels really good to be able to do some of the things that I do with them.
How can we better support you?
You've given me all the tools I need. I mean, I can't think of a single thing, Rick. But I do have a trivia question for you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, which of the people in chat was featured in Bassmaster magazine?
Wait a minute. Say this again. Which of the people?
Which of the people currently in chat that is always on here was in Bassmaster magazine?
Wow. I'm looking at chat right now. I would have no idea.
Oh, he's got it.
Mr. Ralph, Army Outdoors.
Nice.
That's freedom
That's
right there.
That's amazing.
Good job, Ralph.
Yeah, I had to share that with everybody. It's too awesome not to.
Yeah.
I hope he's listening. He's slinging drinks right now at the VFW, right?
Right.
Yeah, well, yeah, and winning on pull tabs, I'm sure. So
It seems like our audience really does well at betting. I mean, if it's not pull tabs, it's gas station slot machine.
yeah, casinos and the gas stations, man. We just need to go hang out with them, Rick.
Totally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, T-Rex is close. I don't know what's standing in our way.
I think just ourselves.
Yeah.
We might need to join we need to join a men's team and talk about these issues.
Yeah. First we need to talk about our son that we're co-parenting, right? To bring it back to the beginning of the show.
Yeah. Remember, you can have half my son, but you got to have half that tuition bill. That's hard. Anyway. All right. Well, listen, Jeremy, if we can support you in any way, whether it's an organization you're working with, whether it's, helping to share your story, or to help someone in need, if we can do it, be glad to help in any way I can.
I can think of one thing I need just so my neighbors will kind of get off my back. I need another Monster Bass fishing jersey. And the reason is they see me washing this because I wear it all the time. So while I'm out, people will come talk to me about Monster Bass.
Mm-hmm.
And, so I had to explain to this really cute neighbor lady of mine that I wash it in between wearing it, but I do wear it a lot because of an obligation. So that would be the only thing I really need.
All right. What size?
Extra large.
In what color?
It doesn't matter. If it says Monster Bass, I'll rock it.
Let's see what we got here. With a hood or without?
Oh, with a hood.
What we got? Extra large.
This is thrilling. Do we have inventory? Do we not? Online ordering on a live podcast. We're really breaking ground here.
All right. I've got a black one. I've got a white one. Oh my God, I need to order sun shirts.
See, I knew I could help out.
Rick, you got to send them more than one. Guy wears the same one every day, does laundry every day.
I'm sending him 3.
All right.
The only 3 that I have. Hold on. Let's just take care of this right now.
And what size is the cute neighbor lady? If you'd like to get a little shirt for her.
Yeah, she's very athletically built.
I like that. Tell me more.
What do we got in women's size? You know what? You could never go wrong just buying an extra small, right? Because if it doesn't fit, at least they understand how you see them rather than getting her like a 4X and being like, I thought it was going to fit you.
All right. So you want to get her, let's see here. What size do you think she is? A small?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go with, let's go this one. Oh, no. All right. There we go. Small t-shirt. She should be good. Collect payment. All right. You're all set. They're on their way.
I appreciate you helping me out.
Yeah.
Awesome, Rick.
Yeah. And if it doesn't fit her, let me know. We'll get her a smaller size.
Oh, she'll make it work.
All right, I'll take care of that. Oh my goodness.
Confidence.
Now everybody's calling in. All right, we're going to take these 3 calls really quick. Can we do that?
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta jump.
All right,
How
Rafi,
do you get rid of me on this one?
like this. Bye, Rafi.
Bye, Rafi.
I don't know how to get rid of him. Remove. Let's see. He's done. I think you just hang up, Rafi. Anyway, all right, let's take these quick calls here. Hello, sir.